Hello. Sorry, I forgot what I bound my unmute key to. Hold on. Hello, gamer. Um, ah, that's the button. There we go. All right. Do I sound okay? Need to be louder, quieter. Okay, perfect. All right. It's no music time in here. Since there we go. We're still in the empty. All right. Well, let's switch to the live screen. There we are. Yeah, last time I didn't upload it to YouTube yet since I haven't found the courage to make a thumbnail yet. But last time we were having fun with some elements and then Reen collapsed. And now we're gonna see how she's doing. It's nothing. That didn't look like nothing to me. You'd better lie down for a while. No, really, I'm fine. Anyway, we've still got work to do. Nay, Thancred hath the right of it. 'Twould be unwise to exert thyself overmuch. I appreciate your concern, but I do wish you'd stop fussing. Rin, thou knowest not the strain thou dost place on thyself. Though the elements of water and earth hath been restored, continued exposure to the empty, stagnant ether may yet sap thee of thy remaining strength. Now that you mention it, I've been feeling a bit out of sorts ever since we got here. Did I? Oh. Reen, it's Rin. Reen, not Rin. That just shows I've got Rin on the mind. Rent free. I should probably get away from the MT and rest for a while. Pray do so. Meanwhile, I shall remain here. The restoration of the first two elements hath produced unexpected results, and I require time to analyze our findings. However, I must ask thee to refrain from discussing our work in the empty, even with our closest comrades. Why? I thought they'd welcome the news. And indeed they shall, once we have more to show for our efforts. Nevertheless, this mission is one of surpassing danger. I am loath to place our dearest friends at risk unless absolutely necessary. You have their best interests at heart, I'm sure. But to be perfectly honest, I'd prefer not to keep secrets from people that I trust with my life. I don't want to make a habit of this, but I'll do as you ask. Oh, to be a tall gender elf. It seems to me that Reen isn't the only one who would benefit from a change of scenery. Our sleeping beauty would likely fare better in more hospitable surroundings. We'll need to have our associates from the Crystarium organize a safe place for her to stay. If you and Dwashe could go on ahead and have a word with them in Mortsuk, we'll catch up with you once Urianger has finished whatever it is he needs to do. Hee hee. Perhaps thou too shouldst accompany her on the return journey. I dare say she would be glad of thy presence. No, not this time. She's come such a long way since we first met, and I worry that relying on me too much will only hold her back. Oh, absolutely. You are the biggest nerds in existence. We won't be staying in the First forever. The time will come for Reen and I to part ways, and for her to follow her own path. I know you understand this too, Urianger. I see you trying to pass on as much of your knowledge as possible while you still can. And to her credit, she's actually taking most of it in. Reen is possessed of a natural affinity for ethereology, unlike some who shall remain unnamed. A natural affinity for staying awake during your lectures, more like. Though, come to think of it, she doesn't really take after me at all. However, like thee, she is predisposed to brooding in silence in lieu of voicing her concerns. Says the master of keeping his cards close to his chest. Anyway, Dwashe, you'd better take the sky slipper with Reen. It's true that she's been through a lot lately, but so have you. We'll need you ready for the challenges that lie ahead, so go on and get some rest. Pot calling the kettle black and all that. We shall await news of thy safe arrival in Amareng. I love gay people. It seemed like you were all having quite a serious discussion. I hope I haven't given you any cause for concern. No. Well, if you say so. I probably shouldn't stay in the MT any longer than necessary, though. So, do you want to take first shift piloting, or shall I? This girl could drive. Phew, I'm glad I had you there to keep me company. I've no idea how I would have passed the time otherwise. Now that we're here, I need to find our contact from the Crystarium. But before that, I was hoping I could have a word with you. Something's been on my mind. This might not be the best place for it, though. Those creatures over there look a bit hungry. When I first spoke to Thancred and Urianger about what I'd sensed in the empty, part of me wished we could have just left it alone. I guess I was scared of what we'd find. But now that we found Eden, I know that I made the right choice. And if I'd given in to my fear, I probably would have spent the rest of my life wondering what it might have been. From now on, whenever I hear that voice inside me telling me to run away, to hide, I won't listen. That's not who I am anymore. Even so, all the courage in the world is not going to help me decide what we should do with that girl when she wakes up. Do you remember what she said right before she passed out? Why am I here? What is happening? What if she's being controlled or forced to act against her will? Whatever the case, it's clear that she's not a monster. She's a person, like you or me. Obviously, she knows something about Eden, and we need all the information we can get. But more than that, I just want to talk to her, to find out who she is and if there's anything we can do to help her. On the other hand, we mustn't forget that she's already attacked us once. What's to say she won't try it again when she wakes up? If she keeps us from reclaiming the MT, it will be all my fault. It's no good. I can't make up my mind. What do you think we should do, Dwache? If Alphino were here, he'd talk things through with her. Yes, like that time in Yulmore. Even when confronting Vothri, he tried his hardest to find a peaceful solution. Hopefully she'll be a bit more willing to listen. Until then, I'll try to concentrate on the here and now. Speaking of which, I still need to see to Urianje's errands. The people we're on our way to meet lent us the Sky Slipper and most of the apparatus we've been using. And since we've been sworn to secrecy, I assume the same applies to them and their colleagues. Anyway, once that's over with, we can find a place to relax. Yay! A little spa day for us. Little mud bath. Hell yeah. Now that we're here, allow me to introduce you to two members of our inner circle, or whatever you want to call it. Love these little guys. That is Gulgul, who's interested in trading for any relics we find in the empty. Apparently he mostly deals in exotic weapons and whatnot, but he's agreed to keep us supplied with whatever else we can't get from the Crystarium. Now, the ones we came to meet should be around here somewhere. Hey guys. Ah, Reen. What a relief it is to see you returned unharmed from your expedition. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. We were gone a bit longer than we expected. Dwache, I'd like you to meet Louvre. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As representative of the Settlement Council, I am here to oversee the delivery of equipment deemed necessary to your mission. I will be on hand to provide any assistance you may require. Actually, there's something we'd like you to take care of. It's probably best not to talk about it in the middle of the market, though. I'll take it from here, Dwache. You should get some rest. But before you go, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. We still have a long road ahead of us, but if we give it our all, there's nothing we can't handle. Woo. I see. Though it is mere supposition, it would behoove us to proceed with caution. Moreover, I would refrain from discussing the matter with Rien and Doichet until we know more. Well, I appreciate you telling me, even if it is too soon to be sure. I'm the one watching over her, after all. The Oracle of Darkness. I pray it is not true. Alright. Time for part 2. This is from another patch. Ah, there you are. I'm part of the team helping with the highly classified and very, very secret thing. The fact of the matter is, I've come to inform you of a rather interesting development. It's about the girl who was brought back from the empty. She's finally woken up, you see. Wow. Gelford, and Doichet too. We heard the news from Thancred. Is it true? Why yes, it most certainly is. Apparently her name is Gaia. She claims to be a free citizen of Yulmore, although she remembers nothing of the events leading up to her attack on Eden. She's lost her memory. Parts of it, at the very least. We also cannot be sure whether she's telling the truth or if it's merely a ruse. She's yet to display any hostility, which is encouraging, I suppose. And Thancred's with her now, is he? Yes, he's taken her to Yulmore, mainly to verify what she's told us so far. Quiz the locals, that sort of thing. After that, the plan is to come back here, though they're taking rather longer than I'd anticipated. I do hope nothing is amiss. I know, right? Good grief, are you always this slow? At this rate, it'll be dark again before we know it. The night sky returning is all well and good, but it does make each day seem awfully short. And are you still dragging your heels back there? At least act like as if you've got a purpose, would you? Now look here, I'm not one of your servants. Why don't you try carrying your own luggage for a change? Thancred, you're back! You lot are a sight for sore eyes. Yes, even you, Arianje. Gaia and I have just finished shipping her personal effects from Yulmore. I'm glad we could finally meet. Properly, I mean. So, did you learn anything useful? Other than where she lives, not an awful lot. Her supposed neighbors barely knew the first thing about her. Hell, she barely knows the first thing about herself. Her recollections of life in Yulmore is patchy at best. But she seems convinced that she'll regain her memory if she accompanies us. and so she invited herself to join our merry band. And for her first act, she ordered me to carry her luggage. If you insist on standing around talking, might I suggest finding a place to sit down first? My feet are killing me. Then perhaps you should have chosen more sensible footwear. Still, it's not such a bad idea, shall we? I'm sensing a bit of Harrow energy, TBH. So, you don't remember anything at all? Not attacking us? Not falling unconscious? Such selective amnesia would rightly raise suspicion within those of a cautious mind. Yet if she doth speak the truth, it would lend credence to my current hypothesis, though admittedly some further. Not now, Urianger, she's only just woken up. You don't want to bore her back to sleep. In any case, I prefer to follow my instincts, and they're telling me that Gaia means us no harm. After much deliberation, I thought it only right to let her know about our work in the MT, as a sign of goodwill. After all, trust works both ways. Though I would ask you, Duache, not to let your guard down just yet. So you're the one I'm supposed to have fought? Come to think of it, I recognize you from somewhere. Maybe I just have one of those faces. Or perhaps you just didn't make much of an impression. But to be honest, I do feel that since meeting you, those hazy memories are becoming slightly clearer. It's like remembering fragments of a dream, only to realize those things actually happened. Oh, did it? It's as though my whole life has been leading to this. Thou speakest as though thou didst expect these events. Oh. I thought I maybe had like a mod installed that I forgot about because someone did actually transform like one of the minions into the TBH creature. I guess you could say that. It's what the fairy tells me. I can't see it, but it's as though there's someone else inside me, and I can hear its voice in my head. It whispers to me and lets me use its power. Magic, I suppose you could call it. Not that I know much about that sort of thing. And this power alloweth thee to tear open the fabric betwixt realities, that thou mayst call forth the ether-starved denizens of what remaineth of the 13th? So many THs. What? Was that supposed to mean something, or are you just spouting random words at me? Honestly, I don't know how you all put up with this. I've only just met him and his insufferable prattle is already giving me a headache. Gods, I still can't believe I'm having this conversation. And to think that I was flying about in a suit of armor, waving a sword. That doesn't sound like me at all. Someone else inside you. Like Minfilia was inside me. Aye, the similarities cannot be ignored. Though it is too early to say with certainty, Gaia may well be the Oracle of Darkness. Or the Oracle of Darkness? What does this mean? It means that you may have been right when you said she has something in common with Emmet Selk. Those who have been used as a living host by an Ascian have no recollection of events that occurred during their possession. This I know from personal experience. Oh yeah, he got body napped by La Habrea in the base game. But Gaia seems to have some memories still, even if they're a little hazy. Moreover, she has remained in control of herself even when she heard the voice within, much like you in Minfilia. And though Reen was very much her own person, Minfilia's presence did exert a change upon her outward appearance, granting her hair and eyes as a hue akin to that of our dear departed friend. It is therefore not unthinkable that Gaia's raven locks may be a manifestation of the darkness which had come to reside within her. But I was born like this, and my parents, they both had black hair too. Or at least I think they did. It's been so long since I saw them, I can't remember too well. But enough about me. You're Minfilia, aren't you? The Oracle of Light, who they were hosting in Yulmore? That's right. Though imprisoning is a better word. They kept me locked away, and I didn't know much about Yulmore and its people, or the rest of the world for that matter. I see. And how exactly did the Oracle of Light come to run with the Warrior of Darkness? Well, it all started when... Feel like they should cut a check to Tamsin Muir. Yes, I still remember the day everyone went raving mad and Lord Vothri fled. Everything after that is still a blur, though. From what Gaia told me, she wasn't part of the mob that attacked us, but how was she able to resist Vothri's control? Mayhap 'twas the intervention of this fairy of whom she speaketh. As curious as that may be, we still don't know why she appeared out of nowhere as soon as Eden took flight. This is just a guess, but I'd say that the fairy reacted to it in some way, and for whatever reason made me go after it. Yes, that seems like the only explanation. I don't know about you lot, but I've had enough nattering. I'm going back to Eden. What? But why? The fairy wanted something from Eden, and knowing what it is will bring me a step closer to discovering exactly what has been living in my head all these years. Besides, my memories aren't going to restore themselves, and certainly not through idle chit-chat. So I'm going, and that's that. Gaia, wait! Insufferable. Utterly insufferable. And yet we can't well leave her to our own devices. Come on. Thancred's the one to talk. Get away from me! Running out here with no weapons. Dummy. Gaia! It seems I have no choice. Very cool magic. What am I? Around Reen's age. I think Reen is like 16? Something like that. What are you all gawping at? I don't mean to stare, but it's not every day I see magic like that. So, this is the power of the fairy you spoke of? Ever since I was a child, it has whispered to me, telling me what to do. That's how I came to use its power. But there are things I can't even explain. Holes ripped in thin air, terrifying creatures crawling out, ghastly-looking blades and armor appearing out of nowhere. But worst of all is the dark energy that comes from inside. This power, it feels as though it's only flowing through me and never truly mine. And even when it answers my call, it always takes a few moments for the spell to work. So in summary, you don't have control over the magic. Well, it's not as if I'd ever tried to control it. I haven't made a habit of fighting wild beasts. Unfortunately, it's part and parcel of traveling through Amareng, and while I understand that you want answers, you're not gonna find them unprepared as you are. But if your heart is set on this, then we'll help you. Reen, think about what you're saying. You're seriously considering taking Gaia to see Eden? There's no telling what might happen if she loses control again, so the safest option is for her to stay away until our work is done. Somewhere we can keep an eye on her. You must realize it's for our own good. I must concur with Thancred's assessment. At present we know precious little of Gaia's origins and less still of her powers. If she is indeed the Oracle of Darkness, her presence may complicate a task already fraught with peril, placing our mission and her own well-being in jeopardy. In full knowledge of the risks, dost thou still wish to pursue this course? I do. It wasn't so long ago that I was living in isolation, being held against my will. Maybe the people keeping an eye on me thought that was for my own good too. But if we shut Gaia away for our own convenience, we're no better than Vothri and Ranjit. I've learned that when someone is in need, we must reach out a helping hand, not push them away. Now it's my turn to do for Gaia what you all have done for me. Even knowing the danger that lies ahead, I won't choose the easy way out. This is the path I've chosen. Is that good enough for you? Well, I can't say fairer than that. How about you, Urianger? The light of thy spirit doth burn bright. Mine apologies, my dear, but we felt it necessary to test thy resolve. Let it suffice to say thou hast left no room for doubt. For what it's worth, Reen, I never doubted you. But make no mistake, the danger that Urianger and I spoke of is all too real. If you're prepared to go through with this, we'll be right there beside you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I couldn't care less who I travel with, but if we're going to go, then let's get going already. There's supposed to be some sort of craft waiting at the southern watchtower, yes? Come along then, and don't fall behind. I love Reen so much. Every time I see her, I'm like, that's my baby girl, who is so strong and cool. Let's go. It might be a bit of a tight squeeze with the 5 of us, but we'll manage. Perhaps Urianger can sit on top of our luggage. So, there it is. Eden, where I'll find the answers I seek. The bringer of the flood, the first sin eater. Would it lead me to my past or my future? What awaited on the path ahead, I couldn't say, but I had no choice but to take the first step. I know what it's like. It was the same for me. But I was lucky because Thancred freed me from Yulmar and I had a chance to see the world. More importantly though, I met all kinds of people and they taught me not to live in another's shadow, but to be myself. Maybe one day you'll have that chance too. Said your piece, have you? One day? What's that supposed to mean? I just... I don't know how the great Oracle of Light sees such things, but for someone like me, who's only known life in Yulmar, there was no tomorrow. There was no future. Only the here and now. And while we waste time on these meaningless conversations, I feel each moment of my life slipping away. Time, it won't wait. Not for me, not for anyone. I don't know how much longer I can hold on to who I am. I'm sorry, Gaia. Gaia? That's probably not even my real name. It isn't? When Thancred asked me my name, I couldn't remember. That is when the fairy whispered to me, Gaia. But if you grew up in Yulmar, surely someone there must have known who you are. Everyone I once knew had either disappeared or had been turned into sin-eaters. Those whose faces and names I still remember, that is. In the end, we found not a single person who so much as recognized me. As far as I can tell, I've never been the most sociable person, but still. Well, even if it's not your real name, I think Gaia sounds lovely. If you're happy with it, then that's what I'll call you. And if you're willing, instead of the Oracle of Light, please call me Reen. It's not the name I was born with. That's long forgotten now, but the one the people whom I consider family gave to me. Is that so? Well, as much as I'd love to keep up this chatting, there's something that's bothering me. I thought the fairy would have reacted to Eden in some way, but so far nothing whatsoever. From what I gather, it wasn't until Eden started moving that I appeared out of the blue. Perhaps if you were actually to actually try flying it somewhere, the fairy might break its silence. If you got elements to restore or whatever it was, why don't you hurry up and get it over with? At once, your ladyship. Aye, it may be best to resign ourselves to her mannerisms. Good thing we're not wholly unfamiliar with attending nobility, given certain company in the Scions. Of whomsoever dost thou speak, I wonder? Alright, everyone. I think we've talked for long enough. If you're ready, let's make our way to Eden. I wonder if I can still have some tea pouring ASMR with this mic. Not a lot, sorry. Following the initial changes wrought by the release of water and earth, the empty hut displayed no further signs of alteration. Stability, some might call this, and be satisfied, but in truth it is passivity, a passivity stemming from light's ever-pervasive presence. If we are to break the status quo, we must needs employ a catalyst, a third element that shall rouse and stabilize those unleashed energies in activity. Therefore, I propose lightning. So the primal would be Ramu, yes? From what I've heard, he's a guardian of the forest and not particularly keen on conflict. But you've actually fought him, haven't you? He's half man, half beard, and another half beard for good measure. Yeah, his original sign has just a big old beard, as big as his body. Ah yes, Thancred mentioned that he more closely resembles a person than a beast, unlike most other primals, and apparently he tends not to move about as much. I'm glad to see our lessons have paid off. Well, it's like you say. If we want to call forth an accurate representation of the primal, I should picture it in my mind as clearly as possible. At the very least, it's worth a try, but the rest is up to Dwashe. In order for this to work, well, we need to actually fight somewhere, yes? So rather than sitting in one spot while you exchange anecdotes, why don't you get this blasted thing moving first? One must admit the suggestion is not without merit. Reen, might I suggest the Gandalf Thunder Plains as our next location? These plains, it is writ, were perpetually blanketed in storm clouds, the only source of illumination the ceaseless barrage of lightning. The ambient ether that lingereth there shall provide ideal conditions for the summoning. Then that's where we're headed. Come on, Eden, we've got a job to do. This should be as good a spot as any. Alright, Washe, whenever you're ready. Memories of a move flashed through your mind. I'll never get sick of this music. I hope today we will not have the epic 30-minute queue of last stream. That was a little silly. Yeah, it's alright. I'm just scrolling through Twitter. What are you working on? Oh, there we go. Everybody wake up. Let's go.
There's no turning back. Get ready!
Woo. Oh no, he's hot. Character 11, Ramu. Yeah.
So, this is Ramu.
Epic lag. Oh! Oops. I had my toe on that. LOL. I don't know why, but the Breaking Bad memes are just so funny to me, and someone in the chat just said Walter, and it's it's a stupid thing to laugh about, but it's just it's so funny to me. Alright, let's not stab in it this time. Don't look at that. Oh shit. Okay. I think we might need a restart. Everyone did. Just jump off, thanks. Haha, oh well. Raised staff is big AoE. Okay, stay away from that. Perfect. Give me orb. Give me orb. Give me orb. That's what me laughing at Breaking Bad memes gets us. Ah, my agonies. Don't die, guys. I enjoy circuit protection. Oh, let's go here. Ooh! That's a very small space. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, shit. Come here. You. Come on. Should probably take that away. Damn. Big damage down. Ay, ay, ay. No. Let me out. Are we almost done yet? Please and thank you. Kill him. Please and thank you. Get out, get out, get out! No! Oh shit! What was that? Alright, well, you guys better kill it fast. We don't have a red mage in the party. There we go. That was so messy, but we did it. Yahoo! Well done, guys. Do we have any fun loot? Nothing I want. Goodbye. Yahoo! I thought I was prepared to expect anything, but I didn't expect Ramu to turn out quite like that. Appearance aside, he was quite aggressive as well. The Sylph's belief in him as a kindly guardian clearly makes a difference to his temperament. Anyway, I'm just glad it's over. Let's get back to the camp and see if anything's changed. Woo. The crystal's a different color, but apart from that, it all looks the same. It may look the same, but it feels different. The air has grown slightly more humid, as it does before rain. I have to say, I'm not exactly prepared for wet weather. If Eden can control elements and so on, can you tell it to send those clouds somewhere else? Speaking of which, I'm not very impressed by this with its so-called powers. If changing yellow crystals to purple is the extent of its abilities, it's no surprise the fairy didn't bother showing up. I hope that whatever's next is more worthwhile. Rather than influencing the ground beneath our feet, Eden hath brought change to the firmament above. And yet 'tis clear that a more dynamic element is required for the natural cycle of precipitation and evaporation to be complete. So we need movement. Would wind do the trick? Most certainly. It seems we have a plan. Let's not dwell too much on the effects of each individual element, and instead focus on seeing them all restored. The power of an oracle. Not to be sniffed at, it seems. All my life, you were a constant companion, your voice ever seeping into my mind. Why then, of all times, did you abandon me? Deaf even to the crashing of thunder? Or were you simply biding your time? Ere we set out once more, might I ask if thou art familiar with the process by which rain is made to fall? I suppose so. Then thou shan't have a difficulty understanding the explanation to come. With the restoration of our first element, the MT was once more blessed with the most essential ingredient for the cycle of precipitation, water. Under normal circumstances, the heat existent in the atmosphere would cause water to evaporate from the land's surface. As invisible vapor, it is borne by the wind high unto the firmament, where it doth condense as clouds before descending once more, returning to the land in the form of rain. It seems we need wind-aspected ether to create more clouds. That it hasn't rained yet must mean there aren't enough. And even before that, we need fire-aspected ether to make the water evaporate. It seems to me that one's not much good without the other. Why don't you just draw out both elements together? You're suggesting that Dwashe fight two deiform entities, each one as deadly as Ramu, at the same time? Do you realize how absurd that is? And yet, 'tis a notion that doth warrant further consideration. Oh, you can't be serious. Cast your minds, if you will, to the elemental wheel that I did show to you in the bookman's shelves. Wind giveth rise to lightning, whose spark doth produce fire. By restoring both wind and fire in tandem, we may maintain balance between these dynamic elemental forces. The ensuing battle shall indubitably present an ordeal unlike any Dwashe hath ever faced. I believe, however, that this path doth lead to the prize we seek. Goes super, super, super loud. Oh, so perhaps it's not so absurd after all, eh, Thancred? I wouldn't dream of questioning Urianger's grasp of the science behind it. My concern is for the burden this would place not only on Dwashe, but Reen as well. What do you both make of the plan? If Urianger thinks it'll work, I'm willing to give it a try. Yahoo! As long as you know what you're letting yourselves in for, you're going to need all your strength, so see that you get plenty of rest. Gaia! It seems Reen is reluctant to air her concerns. Were you to rally her spirits, she may become more willing to talk. Come on, you got it. Yes, you're right. There's no use in trying to pilot Eden while I've got other things on my mind. It's about Gaia, you see. The truth is that apart from Alice and Alphino, I hardly know anyone my own age. I thought that I should make an effort to be nice to Gaia, but, well, you've seen how she is around me. I understand that she's got her own problems to deal with, but I thought that maybe I could help her in some way. It's not my place to intrude, and I should probably just leave her be until we've finished restoring the elements. After all, that's more important, isn't it? Let me talk to Gaia while you concentrate on the task at hand. Is what I would have said once upon a time. It seems to me that you're the one best qualified to take care of this little problem. I know she can be a bit prickly, to put it mildly, but if anyone can get through to her, it's you. Although we've only known her for a short while, we're all she's got, and I think she realizes that. Just let her know she's not alone, and she'll come around eventually. Alright, I'll give it a try. Do you have any advice? I don't know, I think either of these options are... Alright, let's cut Urianger some slack. Urianger can talk the hind legs off a behemoth. Why not ask him? Though I am proficient in many tongues, such as Fey, I cannot claim to be as well versed in the parlance of the younger generation. Their predilections and inclinations are a mystery I have yet to unravel. I don't know much about it either, but I believe I have a plan. Before she even woke up, I've been asking Lena about what's popular in the Crystarium. I thought it might be nice to show Gaia around the place one day, you see? So that's what you were doing? I suppose it makes for a nice change of pace from all that studying. And I must commend thee on thy choice of confidant. The captain's powers of observation maketh her a veritable font of wisdom concerning the behavior of the Crystarium citizenry. Yes, and now it's time that I put that knowledge to good use. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back. Persistence is the key. Speaking from experience by any chance? Whatever do you mean? Lesson learned from days spent in pursuit of ladies fair, one might suspect. Gah, you couldn't help yourself, could you? It's all right, Thancred. Your secret's safe with me. May I remind you that the reason we're here is to create a better future for everyone in the First, which includes you and Gaia. While it might not be on the same scale as bringing life back to the Empty, if you're able to prevent her, that will be another way of contributing to a brighter tomorrow. So go on, she's waiting for you. Alright, wish me luck. Reen is ready to approach the decidedly unapproachable Gaia. You had best observe the conversation from within earshot. I don't want to spy on her. But let's spy anyway. Doing sit-ups, absolutely not listening. What do you want? Uh, nothing really. It can wait until later. For all we know, there might not even be a later. If you got something to say, hurry up and spit it out. Is everything alright? Not feeling strange from being around Eden or anything? Is that what you came here to talk about? Actually, I wanted to ask you. Will you go out with me? Would you like to go and have coffee biscuits with me? You got it! What? Coffee biscuits! They serve them at the second serving in the Crystarium. Everyone's talking about them, so I thought that maybe once we finished our work here, you and I could go there together. Let me get this straight. You came to talk to me about biscuits? Yes, they're light and crispy, and when you dip them in the coffee, they go all nice and squidgy. The only reason you're even interested in that in the first place is because everyone else is doing it. Can't you think for yourself? I do what I want, when I want. After all, the world could end at any moment. That's not going to happen. Not if I've got anything to do with it. Listen, Gaia, I understand what you're going through. Believe me, I do. But you mustn't lose hope. A new day will come. Then another, and another. Life's not so bad if you give it a chance. You'll see. Shut up. You think you know me? Even I don't know who I am. Until I find the truth, I'll never be free. Then we'll find it together. I've seen enough pain, enough loss, and I don't want to see any more. And that includes you, Gaia. Why do you care so much about other people? What have they ever done for you? I'm sure you haven't forgotten how we Yulmorans treated you, the precious Oracle of Light, like a bird in a cage. And yet you act as if none of that ever happened. So forgiving, so selfless. You and your family brought back the night sky, and you finally had the chance to lead a normal life, but instead you're flying around in a giant sin-eater, trying to turn a barren wasteland into some sort of paradise, and for what? I may not remember much of my past, but I'm fairly certain I've never heard of anything so ridiculous. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll see it through to the end. But if you think that makes us friends, you are very much mistaken. Rude? Gaia? I surmised that to keep Gaia waiting overlong would only agitate her further. Oh, she is quite the prickly pear. I forgot how mean she is. Serene. Are you okay? To defeat the deiform manifestations of both wind and fire shall require every last mote of thy strength. That thou hast triumphed over such beings in previous encounters should be at the forefront of thy mind as we commence the summoning. Where are we going this time, Arianje? The place called Ashfall doth satisfy our requirements, I believe. The fables speak of travelers sweltering beneath the blazing heat of the midday sun, while after nightfall slicing winds did tear at their cloaks. I see. Hopefully it won't be quite that bad when I draw the elements. Reen, my dear, may I remind thee that to focus is not the same as to deny others' thoughts. To deny other thoughts. Whatsoever it is that troubleth thee, thou wouldst be better for acknowledging it. Yes, you're right, of course. It's Gaia that I'm worried about. That is well. May thy concern for her lend thee yet more strength. Oh, they're such good dads! I love them! It's time. I'll begin drawing out wind and fire in equal measure. Tuashe, we'll only get one chance at this, so let's make it count. Oh, I'll get as many chances as I need. Memories of Garuda and Ifrit rage through your mind. Let's... Oh. Alright. I believe this is one of the harder ones. Or it has that reputation at least. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I told you before, but I have this, I bought this hoodie, but it's made of like a fleece blanket material. So it's really nice and warm. I'm so toasty right now. It's really nice and green. Oh, absolutely. What are you wearing? I think this one is gonna have a remix of one of my favorite songs from the game, the base game, which is Garuda's theme. I love it. the second it starts taking longer than the expected wait time. I just, in my head, I keep going, let me in. Please let me in. Please let me in. I want to play the video game. Let me in. Oh, so tall. Yeah, it's a bummer sometimes. They are adding more duty support for like the dungeons, but you know, they did the one for Endwalker, the actual trial with duty support, but there's so much going on in that to make it for every single trial in the game is kind of too much, you know? We can't do it. That looks kind of fancy. Love the crystal. Thank it's eye patch. There we go. Can you imagine Dwashe the politician? Everybody would love them. Let me in. Let me in. I'm just gonna look at Twitter, because always when I'm looking at Twitter, then it suddenly pops. You would think so. It's people impatiently running around on my screen. Well, I don't know about you, but every time I open Twitter, I immediately take psychic damage. Yeah. wiggling along to the music. Though I will say, ever since I got an Instagram, I will say that the most evil and depraved people are on Instagram. Just the vibe. Like, the influencers that on there, I feel like, are the most soulless of them all. And just people, like, posting shit that I'm like, why are you posting this? What's wrong with you? I guess it's on other... it may be on other platforms as well, but I feel like there's a really big prevalence of people making like Instagrams for their babies and their children and posting constant baby and child pictures on there, when I'm like, hey, maybe don't put your baby's whole life on there. Thank you. I literally only made a Instagram for like crochet and knitting stuff and to keep in touch with my like old neighbor. So every time I like, Potatoes watch me do it and laugh their ass off calling me a hater, but literally every time something like mildly peeves me, I either block the person or like completely get rid of the ad. Oh, there we go. I'm so liberal with my mute button and block button on every website. Come on, let's go. Let's get our asses kicked. Haha, enjoy burning.
It worked! Both wind and fire have answered the call! Reed, are you alright?
So funny that they do have voice acting for the short introduction parts, but not for the rest of it. I guess it's cheaper. need to get out of that. Get out of the big old orange circle. Goodness gracious. Whee! I got air bumped up. Wait, I don't know why. Yeah, let's just reset. Alright. Why are we still going? Come on, let's reset. You're never gonna make it. Funny enough, the new person is still alive. Mistakes were made. Ah! See, that hurts way less. Get that shit away from here! Ah! Stop! Why you drop that on top of me? You're dead. Thanks. Oh. Let's res the red mage. Bring the heat. Bring the pain. Wake up. Ah! Ow. Thank you. Move away, move away. Let's go, Garuda. Not the Garuda, Ifrit. Ah! Get me out! Shut up and play the game. Ah! Get out of that! Okay. Pull him! Pull him! Oh my god. You guys are crazy. Oh! Yeah, I can't keep raising you, bro. What? Why do I keep getting bumped? What's up with that? Oh! Ah! Oh, we risked the same person. Ah! Oh my god, this guy is fucking crazy. Ah, let me out. Sorry for screaming. Ah! Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't know why I keep getting bumped up. Ah! Oh my god. Save me! Ah! Why am I taking this? Ah! Tank Buster. I can't even think right now, dude. I have to raise DPS like this. Fuck! Why do I get... I don't understand this mechanic. Thanks. Ah! 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 Why does the main tank have 4 bombs? What are you doing? Alright, is my swift cast up? Yes. Oh my god. Why are you running into that? Ah! No, don't run the same way as me, you crazy bastard. Ah! Heal him! Heal him! Heal him! These people are giving me a heart attack, bro. Oh my god, you are fucking nuts, dude. No! What are you doing? I can't tell you how many times I said, "What are you doing?" during this fight. Someone take something. Yeah. There's no point in rezzing them because they just keep dying. Oh, you're kidding me. That person just killed me. No! Don't die. Don't die. Don't die now. Come on. Heal yourself. Yeah. Come on, you're so close. 0.1%. There we go. Jeez, that'll take 2 years of your lifespan. Oh my god. Props to the healer left. The healer left. Come on. Well. Yeah, you're not getting comms, you vuln collecting beast. That was incredible! I never imagined they would fuse together like that, but you took them down all the same. I'm the best. I suppose the main thing is that we're now 2 elements closer to restoring the ether of the empty. Let's go and see what difference that it's made. Yay! Wow, rain. Enjoy rain. It actually worked, just like Urianche said it would. Everything we could have hoped for. Indeed, our endeavors have been repaid manifold. I wonder what will happen when we restore ice. Is something the matter? One more element, and then what? You'll have achieved the impossible, while I'll still be nothing. No memory, no past, no family. Nothing. The world has moved on and left me behind. Anyone who ever knew me is either dead or gone. So, Almighty Eden, you can mend this broken world, but you can't restore one girl's memories? Give me back my life, damn you! I still hunger. Ah! Extinguish the accursed light. Awaken our true power. Enough riddles. Tell me who I am. You are... I am... Gaia. Gaia. Gaia, what's wrong? Reclaim your memories. Fulfill your destiny. I don't understand. Gaia, can you hear me? Get away from me! Amidst the sound of falling rain, your voice called from within. Long after the rain passed, your voice echoed on. Oh boy, oh boy. While this downpour is precisely the result we were hoping for, the novelty of standing outside in the rain does wear off rather quickly. Not to mention, Gaia's looking a bit under the weather. Let's continue this conversation in Eden's core. Eden's core. Also, just wondering, I knew we started stream a bit late today, so I don't really know how long we should go. Like, how much more do you have in you? Do you think? Yeah, I do have work tomorrow, but even if we end stream at like end time for D&D, I'm not gonna go to bed for at least another hour and a half. So because I have to wind down, and that's my usual bedtime. I don't have to get up super early anymore. Sure, let's do that. Ere we set forth to restore the element of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken. Just tell me one thing, is this going to bring the empty back to the way it was before the flood? While none can say for certain, the change we have observed at points of ethereal intersection doth give us cause for optimism. It may be reasonably assumed that the MT shall continue to transform and, in the decades to come, regain a semblance of its former state. Decades? I don't think you've quite grasped the sheer scale of the damage left in the wake of the flood. It would have swallowed the entire world if Minfilia hadn't stopped it. Even if Reen has inherited her blessing, wounds like that don't heal overnight. After all, the Empty has been utterly devoid of life for 100 years. And it might take even longer than that to bring life back. I don't expect immediate results, but I do know that it will stay like this forever unless we do something about it. My sentiments precisely. Only once the final element is restored shall we have a glimpse of the future that awaiteth those of generations yet to come. You do all this for a world you may not live long enough to see? While here I am, so absorbed in my own problems that I spare barely a thought for anyone beside myself. For so long I've listened to that voice, telling me what to do, who to be. I was so scared of what might happen if I disobeyed. But I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be me. Who am I? What am I? Perhaps it's better if I never find out. If Reen's the Oracle of Light, here to mend this broken world, what does that make me? Gaia, the Oracle of Darkness, bringer of misery and death. A monster. It's no wonder they left me. Mother, father, and next it'll be all of you. And then I'll be back to where I started, where I've always been. Alone. Gaia, is it the fairy? What's wrong? Afraid I might lose control and ruin all your carefully laid plans? No, it's you I'm worried about. Reen, I'm going outside to clear my head. You just do what you need to do, alright? Something's wrong, I know it. That much is clear. If we have a repeat of our first visit to Eden, we may even be joined by those Voids and friends of hers. If you go and see what Gaia's doing, Urianger and I will stay with Reen. Hey, you okay? My name is Gaia. That's what you said, isn't it? Eden, the flood. What does it all mean? No, it can't be. Is this what it's been waiting for all this time? Finally, you remember. Ah, what is this? The darkness that dwells within you, Gaia. I know, right? The accursed spawn of light are drawn to it like moths to a flame, pathetic, mindless, and easily bent to my will. Sin Eaters? Now the time of awakening has come. Ugh. Hey, you okay? Did you trip? Tuashe, Reen senses sin eaters. What's happened? Something fucked up's going on here. Don't try to fight them. Just bring Gaia back inside. Quickly now. I think her shoes are the kind of shoes you think are awesome when you are 16. They make me look so tall. What's happened to her? That's a concern for later. First we deal with those sin eaters. Tuashe. Oh, fuck. I skipped it. Basically, kick the beastie's ass. Iconoclasm. Yeah. It's that picture of someone like someone's drowning, and it's like someone in the front like, oh, me at the beach, and, like this person just drowning. This ain't about him. my god, I love waiting the ditches. Do you like salt and vinegar chips? I don't know if I've ever had salt and vinegar chips. But just the vinegar part. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm the I feel like I'm on the opposite side of that. Though I have been exploring more spicy stuff. And I have tried a lot. I just don't like most of it. Hell yeah. Good for you. It does allow you... Carbonated water is my enemy. Oh, you don't? I love sweet. But I don't like too sweet. I love chocolate. That's my main thing. Yeah, I got sugar crash pretty quickly. I had a really nice instant noodle that was like the light version of the normal bulldog stuff that you sometimes see, like the 2 times as spicy, super spicy, like that people do for challenges. But it's like the light version, so it's like less calories as well as less spicy. And it's a chicken flavor, and oh my god, it's so good. It still makes my face hurt, but it's delicious. I have to like, when I'm eating that, I have to like eat it and then stand up and like walk around and then eat some more. It's usually pretty expensive because it's like imported all the way or from directly from Korea, but I found a web shop that has like a 5-pack for $8, so that's pretty cheap. Ooh, kimchi ramen. I've seen that sometimes in the store, but I've never tried it because I believe kimchi is a pretty strong flavor, right? It's like fermented. Oh, little fox mascot. I love that. Oh. It's saying I'm AFK. No, I'm not. I do sometimes like watch like Judd's Kitchen or other cooking videos of like people cooking Asian food, just in general, like, and it always looks so delicious, but I don't like fish and I don't like any seafood, so that's an automatic like knocking out a lot of food, like especially in Japan. It's like an island nation. Lots of fish. Manchi. I'll look that up. Oh, that's pretty good. Manchi. Oh, her icon is really cute. Heh. Oh, I do want to try the... Oh, I'm afraid of saying it because I know I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. The Teopoki? Something like that. Like the big ol' things. Tteokbokki? Tteokbokki? Those look like something I would just sink my teeth in right away and eat a million of. Oh, I bet. Sorry, I forgot. I have my mic up to my face now, so I apologize for slurping in your ear. Yay! Yeah, my thing did light up, but it's pretty funny because it has like an AI-driven muting system. Oh, do you? I legit forget, but do you not eat meat? Or do you not like it? Oh, that's a whole debate, right? Is eating fish eating meat? something something pescatarian. Yeah, they sure do. Yeah. I mean, I don't go out of my way to eat meat, but I've had some like vegetarian stuff before. But smoked salmon. Ooh. That always looks really good. Come on, can we please do one more trial before I have to stop stream? Yeah. Oh, I bet. I think you'd have like better luck going to a buffet or whatever. Because they usually have a bunch of stuff. Hell yeah. Always love seeing that emoji and then the instant regret coming from you. I mean, fair enough, they're pretty... I don't know. Bad looking, I would say. Don't want to be mean, but I can't hurt its feelings, it's a thing. Yeah, why not just use the standard emojis, I guess. Well, TBH, I don't know if it's gonna happen for us today. Another thingy. The think everyone hates this one. Yeah, I guess I'll keep waiting until half an hour. And if it doesn't happen by then, maybe we will call it then here for tonight. Because I don't really want to wait for like 45 minutes only to have to like quickly finish it in 15 minutes. It's okay, that just means more streams. I was thinking about it, and I think I do want to do a full playthrough of Dark Souls 3, including all of the DLC. On the stream, if you'd be down for that as well. It's much more fighting and killing, much less narrative storyline. But I think it would be fun. Just because some of the themes it leans into are really cool. Because, you know, I don't think I really want to continue the Dragon Age playthrough. I deleted that first video off my channel as well. Just because I didn't realize how poorly it has aged. Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think then maybe like magical star sign would be something you would like. Yeah, it's definitely something I got into when I was younger and maybe not as I don't want to say I'm like well-read and super like knowledgeable about everything now, but it's like you play it and you play it again and then you think, like, oh, this is pretty cool. Let me play this for my friend. And then you play it again years later, and then you think, uh-oh, this is awkward and not a good time. Yeah, it's definitely one of those game series that I just love to complain about. Yeah. And I am enjoying Final Fantasy a lot. But I think it's a sign of healthy enjoyment when you can look at something the story does and say, this is fucking stupid. My city now. Like I said in my, like the Dragon Age Origins, like part 1, I don't even bother playing those games unmodded anymore, because it's just such a chore. And some of the stuff in there is just like... like, to be fair, it's from 2009, but also... no. It was fucked up then, it's fucked up now. Ah, you really made me wait half an hour for that, huh? Wow. Yeah, I knew I was getting impatient. Antithesis, conscient, the idol of darkness.
So many of them. But nothing we can't handle.
Good job, oh, these guys are eager to go. Let's go, guys. Yeah. Stands up, thank you. We love the heavy raid wide immediately. Don't stand in that. Oh yeah. We love the melodrama. Yay! Okay, so ow. Oh, oops. I'm getting eepy. No, don't group together, you bitches. Ugh. Sorry. Whenever Rare invades, my toxic gamer trait comes out. About to have a heated gamer moment. Yeah, do something about it. Don't let them get together. Just on the edge of that. Flare Mage. Something's coming. Don't we love it? Ah, fuck. I'm not even gonna try to pay attention to what's going on here. Perfect. Ah! You guys are crazy. Kill him. Kill him. Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. Ah! I chose right. There we go. Hey, that was easier. Beautiful. No, I don't want any of that. Hello. She won't wake up. What do we do? Well, let's see if we can... Oh. What is this place? Where is everyone? So, I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. Endless silence, endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? It's no use. No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet, and now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. Yeah. I thought I couldn't stand to be around them, all their interfering and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. But it's no use. Even after everything we went through, my memories still won't come back. There's no future awaiting me, only emptiness. Those memories, they can stay lost forever, if only this pain will leave me. Now I close my eyes and sink into darkness. And then I'll suffer no more. Gaia! Mother, father, wake up! I understand now. Why wait for tomorrow to claim us? Gaia, can you hear me? This perfect moment never has to end. I'm not giving up on you, Gaia. Say something! What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Remember all the things we said we'd do? Like going to the second serving for coffee biscuits. And never... Gaia? I never agreed to anything of the sort. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried about you. Ugh, do you have to be so loud? fairy fell silent, only to be replaced by Reen's voice ringing through my head. I never thought I would be so glad to hear it. But she's all soft and gooey on the inside. You've all gone through a lot of trouble on my part. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've delayed you for long enough. Please, carry on with what you came to do. I'm glad you're back to your usual self, but how are you feeling? Much better now, but something is still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream, and a stream of memories rushed through my mind. I don't recall anything like this happening before, and I'm not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? I can't make any sense of them. They were only brief flashes, seen through someone else's eyes. At least that's what it felt like. Minfilia, that is, the Oracle of Light, once served Hydaelyn as the word of the Mother. If the Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiark, then we had best prepare ourselves for the worst. Aye, the Knight's return did tip the ethereal balance towards activity, which may have served to awaken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he did then fix his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Marked her nose. Gaia is still her own person. Is everything alright? It's nothing. Anyway, let's forget about all that for now. There will be plenty of time to think it through once the last element's restored. If thou believest thyself well enough, then I see no reason for delay. Let us forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Shiva, then. Dwashe, as the only one here to have actually seen the primal, perhaps you could describe her for us. A woman named Azael made herself a vessel for Shiva. So, she summoned into her body the imagined essence of someone who lived over 1,000 years ago? That such a thing should be possible. Oh, Heaven's Word music. I missed that. The long since departed Shiva was a source of great inspiration to Azael, whose methods of summoning differed greatly from any we have previously encountered. By the echo did she bear witness to the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus was she moved to dedicate her being to that selfsame cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a primal. So, she was able to control it herself? Not getting any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking aloud, that's all. Anyway, we'd better get going. Our journey leadeth to a great glacier situated in the northernmost region of the MT. I'll have us there as quickly as I can. It's time to draw out the ether. I was thinking. That I should go with you this time. I want to be the vessel for Shiva. Being still and passive by nature, ice is the element that is the most strongly aligned to light. I'll need to get close and use my own abilities as well as Eden's to draw it out. So that the Oracle of Light becometh the Oracle of Ice. I cannot claim to be in favor of this stratagem, and yet the primal we encountered in the source was summoned in much the same manner. The inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Have you forgotten what Duashe does to the primal we summon? I'm not about to stand by and watch as she and Reen beat the tar out of each other. In any case, the ether only returns to the empty once the creature has been slain, although it seems you haven't taken that into consideration yet. Presumably, there is a safe way to disperse it, but it's still far too risky. I thought you had more sense, Reen. But it's not as bad as it sounds. Were the deiform entity as volatile as the primals we have previously summoned, 'twould be logical to assume that, in her role as conduit, Reen would be hard-pressed to retain control. Duashe would have no recourse but to defend herself by any means necessary, else her life would be forfeit. I know it's dangerous, but I can't let that hold me back. Please, I've got to try. But I don't see why this is even necessary in the first place. You never had to take risks like this for the other elements. Eden possesses almost infinite power, but what would happen if it began acting without my intervention? If it started to feed on the ether, just like other sin eaters, it would undo all of our hard work. 'Tis a disconcerting eventuality, and one which cannot be dismissed. I'm worried that even if we realign the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if I train Eden how to nurture the environment rather than drain the life from it, we can leave it to take care of the empty in our place. I'll channel the ether through myself and show Eden how it's done. This isn't some house pet we're dealing with. What if it all goes wrong, then what? I know this all sounds like I'm taking a leap of faith, but it has been a gamble every step of the way. We've managed to come this far because of faith, in ourselves and each other. I've made my feelings on the matter perfectly clear, but what say you, Duashe? I'll hold back as much as possible. Reen, I suppose that if you've got your heart set on this, there's no point in trying to dissuade you. Just don't do anything reckless, is that clear? Ask Crystal. This is going to work, I promise. I'll make sure of it. Well, for all our sakes, I certainly hope so. Because if the primal takes over, it'll be fine. With all of you by my side, I know whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. All of us? I hope you're not including me. I can't even deal with my own problems, never mind yours. It's enough just knowing you're here. Anyway, I've decided to take a leaf out of your book. I'll do what I want when I want. I've made my decision, so now I have to see it through. Yes, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Well, the point is that this is what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. My voice is dying. Come on, finish the cutscene, please. So this is how much it means to you. My wish has been granted. Memories of Enshiva envelop your mind. Don't know how, but I can see her too. This might actually work. Alright, perfect. Just in time. Alright, not gonna do another trial in the minutes we have left. But yeah, this is... this has been most of part 2 of the 3-part raid series. So, I hope you have enjoyed. I'm gonna continue next time, whenever that is. Ellie's dancing to the fun, intense music. Yeah, good stream. Thank you for being here, I really enjoyed it. Short and sweet. Well, not really that short. 3 hours, like our usual time. Long and sweet. Yeah. Alright, I will let you go. Thank you so much. We'll talk about when we should do the next one. Yeah. You'll have a good day. I'll talk to you later. And goodbye, goodbye.